An incredible pressure blasts out from his cane. It shoves Klaude to the floor and blows me backwards. I hit the wall hard and my vision darkens. Oh no. Oh shit. See, this was a trap. I knew it. Hello everyone and welcome back to Cinderella Phenomenon. So it looks like today we're going to be invading the castle to rescue King Genaro and Queen Ophelia from the grasp of Sir Alcaster. We still really don't know why he wanted to do a coup and why he's after the missing princess, but I guess we'll find out soon enough. It feels like we're getting closer and closer to the end. Maybe in like 2 or 3 more chapters, possibly. So let's get started here. Today I will land another hit on you, Karma. If you can, darling, I welcome the challenge. Princess, your side is open. I bring my sword up closer to my side as Garlan strikes me. Tonight is the first night I get to use a real sword as opposed to a practice sword. The sound of metal clashing echoes into the night. Is this what a real battle feels like? Oh no, Elly, you're just practicing. It's gonna be a lot different. We've been practicing under skirmish conditions for the last few days. Since tomorrow is the day we enact our plan, we are doing some last minute practice. Remember, fighting back to back is better than doing it alone. Klaude dodges Jurien's sword as he speaks, but I notice that he seems to be taking special care not to look in my direction. He's been fine for the last few days, but I'm not sure when his pain will return. If only he will tell me what is wrong with him. So if you haven't been here for the last episode, Karma is experiencing pain, specifically on his chest region where the rose tattoo is. So like I said, I believe that has to do with his lifespan. The rose is a signal of how long he has left to live, and as he gets closer to death, the pain will start to increase. That's the pain Elly's talking about. When Klaude finally calls the end of practice, we are all exhausted. Good job everyone, you'll all be fine tomorrow. Even Elly? Really? Garlan turns to face me, a soft expression on his face. And if it comes down to it, Jurien and I will protect you. Garlan looks over his shoulder at Klaude. Both of you, that's our job as knights. I'm quite capable of protecting myself, but I do appreciate the offer. It's late, we should all get some rest. The 2 knights excuse themselves, leaving me with Klaude. Elly, you should go to bed. Silence. Princess? I have a feeling I won't sleep much tonight anyway. Be that as it may, you should still try. I'm about to retire for the night as well. Silence. The last time we tried to talk to him, things didn't really go very well. So, I do want to practice more, get Elly more prepared for the battle, but I also want to find out what's up with Klaude. Klaude doesn't really seem like talking, so we'll do practice. Princess, if you overexert yourself, your reflexes will be slow tomorrow. But I'm nowhere near as good as Jurien and Garlan. You sure you won't reconsider going, Princess? No, so please stop insisting I reconsider. I will go save my father. Klaude sighs out, then leans forward to set a hand on my head. Elly, promise you'll stay behind me if we're attacked. And if at any point it looks like we may not make it, you're to run as fast as you can back to the Marchen. But that is cowardly. Elly, don't you remember what I said before? Sometimes running is the right thing to do. Never run into an impossible situation. Instead, live to fight another day. Promise me you'll stay behind me, Elly. Please, give me the peace of mind. Okay, I think it's time we give Klaude our full trust here. Let's promise him. If it will make him feel better before going into this mission, I cannot deny his request. Claude's expression softens as he moves away from me. I'll stay behind you. Oh, and it was the right decision at that. Excellent. Thank you, Princess. Let's attempt sleep in preparation for tomorrow. When this is all over, I'll pry Claude's secrets out of him. When it's all over, he might be dead, so let's hope that isn't the case. Tonight is the night and everyone's just about ready to go to bed. I can't get this feeling of foreboding off my chest. Everyone is gathered close to the door, ready to see us off. Everyone except Princess. Rumpel suddenly appears, Annice coming up to stand right next to him. What are you 2 doing here? Well, of course, we came to wish you good luck, just like everyone else here. We'll be waiting for you tonight so that we can celebrate everyone's return. Be careful. Oh, Rod isn't coming? Mela, who has been everywhere with her brother since they came here, is standing right beside him now with a smile. I will pray for your safe return. Her smile wavers, and I can tell she's uncertain. She has the great knights of Chaldea, 2 witches, and a prince. She'll be fine. Rod's responses are curt as usual, but I cannot help but notice a hesitance in his voice. Even though he stares at me without expression, I think I can see a tinge of worry in his eyes. Rest assured that we will keep the princess safe. We're not going to let Alcaster get away with what he did to Angeal and his royal family. Parfait steps forward last. She and Delora glance at each other, and I feel as if some secret message bounces between the two of them. They must have been speaking before everybody gathered together. They definitely probably have a secret plan. Maybe something that concerns Elly. Or wait, maybe Hildur. Maybe Hildur is actually still alive. Well, I guess we'll see what happens. Delora nods ever so slightly before Parfait turns to the rest of us. Her eyes eventually fall on me. You've changed since you've been here, Princess, but your dedication and resolve never wavers. It has always been there, just beneath the surface. Stubbornness or resolve. Those can be the same thing. It is as if Parfait is able to read my thoughts. She smiles as she sets his hand on my shoulder. Your dedication is very much like King Genaro's. You are proud and honorable, and always take steps in the right direction. That is why I know you'll be back tonight. Just as Rumpel said, we'll all be waiting for you. All of you, stay safe tonight. I nod my head as everyone gathered around begins to repeat their hearty goodbyes. It is Delora who walks away first. We all follow behind. The night has just begun. Our way to the palace gate is uneventful, but we pause some distance away from them to take shelter in a nearby alley. There are knights everywhere. Waltz points to what looks like a regular section of the wall. There's a hidden door to the tunnels. If we time it right between the knights' patrols, we should be able to make it. On my signal, Klaude puts a hand on my shoulder and squeezes. It is an abrupt gesture and doesn't last long, but the motion calms my nerves somewhat. We will be fine. Oh, I hope so. Everything looks so dark and gloomy now. It's scary. Oh god, hope nobody dies in this novel. That would suck. Our footsteps echo in the tunnel. Standing in front of me are Jurien and Garlan, flanking Waltz. Delora stands beside me and Klaude is at my back. This small tunnel makes it seem like we brought a lot of people. This way. We silently follow Waltz's instruction. How is it that Waltz knows about these tunnels? Oh, you know what? Waltz was actually around during the Great War, so maybe after Hildur was defeated, he escaped through these tunnels. It's not that the witches who were serving Hildur were bad, it's just that they were under her control. Maybe Waltz was actually under Hildur's control, and after she lost control of him, he escaped through these tunnels. I've already taken into account the guards and where they might be positioned based on Prince Rod's information. We should be alright. Garlan and I will act as distractions if needed. Princess, leave most of the fighting to us, if there's any to be done. I know, I will only fight if I need to. If only I wasn't cursed, I would be able to fight to my full extent. I think you're still quite capable with all of your magic, puppeteer. Oh, a compliment. It's an honor. Miss Karma. Chiding, but complimenting at the same time. Very nice. I'm only in this dress because of Jurien, you know. Jurien crosses her arms and cocks an eyebrow at Klaude. I don't get it. I wouldn't fall in love with you, no matter what you say. Oh, right, the beauty curse. I completely forgot about that. That's what they all say. We're here. Suddenly, everyone goes quiet. I feel a lot heavier as I stare at the staircase in front of me. This should lead to the throne room. I did not know we had a secret passage in the throne room. How much does Waltz know about the palace? Interesting. So we're going back to where we started. I like the loop of this. It's very nice. Immediately after we step into the throne room, we split apart to avoid the guards' gazes. I stick close to Klaude and Waltz as Delora conjures a blanket of shimmering fog that envelops the guards. I watch the guards' eyes close before they slump to the ground. Delora drops her hand once all the guards are truly asleep. Amazing how intolerant humans are to magic. Let's keep going. Getting through the palace is no easy feat. Hallways that were easy to get through before are difficult to traverse now with all the soldiers standing around. Delora casts a spell to silence her footsteps into quiet muffles, but moving is still difficult, especially with such a group. Eventually we arrive just outside the tunnels that should lead to the castle's prison. I'll stand watch. Be careful, Waltz. I will. We enter another network of tunnels. Jurien, Garlan, after you. Jurien glances at me briefly and then at Klaude, who nods, a little stiffly. We'll be right back. In accordance with the plan, Klaude and I are left at the halfway point of the tunnels to ensure clean escape as Delora, Jurien, and Garlan continue on to the prison. They should be fine, but I'm still worried. My eyes wander to Klaude and I bite down on my lower lip when I notice that his hand is once again raised to his chest. Oh no, the curse is activated again. Well, not activated, I don't even know if it deactivates, but he definitely is in pain again. That is This is a bad time to be in pain. I find myself reaching out to grab Klaude's hand, but he swiftly pulls it away. The glare on his face takes me by surprise. Why is he so angry? Klaude puts a hand to his chest and flinches as he leans on the wall. Not now. Is this really just like a beast mode of Klaude taking over? Or is it something different? His voice sounds pained. What is he talking about? Klaude? I just need some space, princess. But I am fine. I cannot help but feel irritated at the way Klaude has snapped at me. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be this way, He trails off, his eyes distant. Because of your curse, right? Most of the time he is sociable and a pleasure to talk to, but then he reverts to this state. It is like he's two different people. I cannot understand why he's like this. Why do I care so much for someone who keeps secrets? Elly, I wish I could explain, but if I did, you would hate me. Or more accurately, you would be afraid of me. Okay, so Karma doesn't really take naivety as a virtue. It's more like he thinks rationally. So we're gonna go with, why would I be afraid of you? Silence. You've never done anything frightening before. You aren't a frightening person. The only time you ever frighten me is when you're like this, when you look like you're in pain and when you keep secrets. The secrets are my own selfish desire, but they're for your safety too. You were talking in circles. Why won't you just tell me what's going on? Klaude's voice trails off at the sound of running. His hands move quickly to the hilt of his sword just as it reaches for mine. Come on. We were actually gonna know what his secret was. Like, come on. Killing me here. We only relax when we see that it's Jurien, Garlan, and Delora heading towards us. Why are they alone? Where are the king and queen? They weren't in the prison. It was a trap, wasn't it, to get Elly into the castle? Uh-oh. I have no idea where else they could be. Delora steps up from between the two of them, her expression somber. This doesn't bode well for us at all. We can't keep sneaking without direction. That's a sure way to get caught. The words have just left her mouth when an alarm sounds behind us. Don't tell me. It's the alarm. Everyone draws their weapons as Waltz appears, running towards us with a harried expression on his face. The knights are on their way. How did they know we were here? In seconds I hear the clanking of metal, and then there are knights upon us. We're forced to scatter to deal with different opponents. Oh no! Elly, you're not ready for this. A guard rushes at me with a sword and I somehow manage to block his attack. I should be able to wind around him. The knight falls after I catch him from behind and give Klaude an opening to attack him. Elly! Stay behind me! I promised I would, remember? Let's keep it that way. Oh man, the intensity is rising. A smile flashes across his face and for a few moments he seems more like the Klaude I know. A knight manages to separate Klaude and I, leaving me by myself. He grabs my arm. Unhand me. Oh, spell, Delora, right? I watch in shock as a shimmering fog surrounds my attackers, his eyes closing as he slumps to the ground. He is only the first to fall. Seconds later, most of the knights in my immediate vicinity have fallen to the ground. I can tell by the subtle rise and fall of their chests that they are asleep. Sorry, I couldn't focus long enough to cast that spell earlier. Okay, so it's not instant magic. They still need to focus. Delora drops her hands and turns to address Waltz, Klaude, and I. Head towards the entrance hall. The king must be in one of the central rooms. Jurien, Garlan, and I will head to the bedchambers in the east wing to look for the queen. Splitting up is not part of the plan. We don't have much of a choice anymore. If we're going to get the king and queen out of here, we have to improvise. Now go! Klaude grabs my hand and jerks his head at Waltz. Let's go. The three of us rush out into one of the palace hallways. I keep my gaze forward while Waltz and Klaude watch for enemies on either side of us. On our right! Klaude grabs his sword and moves before Waltz and I can respond. He dives low towards the soldier, his sword poised straight for a devastating blow. Knights begin to approach us from the left and I raise my sword, readying myself. Waltz snaps his finger, a flash of light blinding the men in the immediate vicinity, and I use the opportunity to rush the knights in front of me. Wait a minute. Waltz said he couldn't use magic because he was cursed. That's he snapped his fingers, so it has to have been magic, unless he's using a distraction weapon. I grit my teeth as I attack. Most of my blows are lucky. There are too many knights for me to be able to get the upper hand. There's so many of them. Well, if it isn't the most desirable princess. Is it Alcaster? I whip around to attack the man that spoke me, but he's nowhere to be found. Where is he? Who are you? I wonder. Elly! I turn around and see Klaude running towards me, a panicked expression in his eyes. I take a step towards him when a masked man suddenly blocks my path. Who are you? Who is this guy? He looks so carnival-y. I raise my sword, but the masked man taps his cane on the floor before I can he's a witch. He is a witch. Okay. An incredible pressure blasts out from his cane. It shoves Klaude to the floor and blows me backwards. I hit the wall hard and my vision darkens. Oh no. Oh shit. See, this was a trap. I knew it. Well, I knew it after the king and queen weren't there, but I still knew it. Klaude. Silence. Where am I? Why can't I see a thing? My head hurts. Rise and shine, Sleeping Beauty. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is bad. I jerk upright at the familiar voice. You're the man who knocked me out. The man laughs and I blink as I try to pinpoint the direction of his voice. Did he blindfold me? I command you to take off this blindfold. Elly. He's still thinking you're a princess. No, wait. Be the princess. Command. I don't take orders from princesses that no one remembers. But I am a gentleman, so I suppose I shall have to heed a lady's request. The blindfold is abruptly pulled off and I flinch at the sudden brightness. Oh, in the throne room. Who is this guy? He's definitely an enemy. There's no way he's an ally. Why, hello, the princess? My captor looks at me amused. He wears a crooked grin on his masked face and a cape on his shoulders. Who is he? My eyes wander to the throne and I cannot help but gasp at what I see. The king is strapped to the throne, hands bound, mouth covered. Your Majesty! The king pauses to look at me, his eyes containing a mixture of alarm and confusion. Oh right, he doesn't remember Elly. I turn to glare at the masked man. Let him go. No can do, princess. Though, don't you think he still looks regal sitting on his throne like that? I grit my teeth as I begin to struggle against my bonds. Struggle all you like. You won't get out of those knots anytime soon. Who are you? The masked man drops into an elegant bow. I am called Varg. Oh, why does he have a stupid name? Unless one of my viewers' names is Varg, which I'll say that's a very beautiful name. Varg? What have you done to my father? Me? Nothing. Well, nothing much. I guess gagging a person and tying their hands behind their back counts as something. Are you working for Sir Alcaster? No, there's no way Sir Alcaster could basically command a witch. So, it must be Varg here who's really in command. I don't work for anyone. So he's a mercenary. The door flies open and Alcaster steps in, his face full of anger. Mithros, the fool. How absolutely useless he was. Varg gives a dismissive shrug. He regards me again with his mischievous smile. While I do agree with that wholeheartedly, that man is in the past. Here in the present, we have someone far more interesting to deal with. Varg gestures at me. I glare at Varg before turning my gaze to Alcaster. I used to think Alcaster was someone to be respected. Not anymore. If it isn't the princess herself... Wait, he remembers? Oh wait. He's either a witch or he's cursed. Which one is it? You remember who I am? Once Mithros made the connection, it was just too obvious to be false. Could Sir Mithros remember me? Oh, so he doesn't know Elly, he just knows because of Sir Mithros. Okay, so he's not cursed and he's not witched. Alcaster shifts his attention to the king. Genaro, do you not remember this girl as your own blood daughter? My eyes meet the king's, but I see no recognition in his gaze. He cannot remember me. I haven't managed to break my curse yet. Why are you doing this to my father? To the kingdom? Everything I do for the kingdom. All successful rulers have run with an iron fist. Fear is the best motivation. Successful rulers? I think not. We're gonna have to smack this guy down a little bit. A king that is too lenient and does not inspire fear has no business being on the throne. But the people of Mangeal love their king, and that's enough to make a kingdom run properly. But before I thought that the townspeople were despicable because they hated me. Now I understand those reasons. They may have judged me as mother's daughter, which is wrong, but that does not mean they should be subject to a regime of fear. Wait, what? Elly? She actually gives a damn now. Oh, wait. I wonder what'll happen. Will she get her necklace shard from this? Your obligation as a ruler is to rule for the country, not the people. Liar. Back when the queen was still alive and this place knew the fear of witches, they were far more productive. Fear motivates. Fear makes a man. King Alcaster. You better have a good excuse for interrupting. Your Highness, there's a beast. Oh my god. Beast. Is that Klaude? Does he turn into a beast? Oh my god. Okay. This might be the reason why Karma, like, is so beastly. Like, is so hostile. Because he's trying to prevent himself from transforming into a beast. Oh my god. Okay. Let's see what's next. What are you blathering about, you fool? A beast. A magical beast is rampaging around the palace. Is this the dead witches doing... Dead witches? Oh shit. Is Delora dead? I hope not. Dead? Witch? No. No, Delora's fine. She has to be. Out with it. Did Mithros do this? Wait, Mithros is the witch? What? I cannot stop myself from blurting out the question. Oh my god, my brain is like... It's kablamo right now. I don't know what's going on. Sir Mithros is a witch? He was a witch, but now he is dead. He turns to his knight and demands more information. I'm too shocked to hear their words. Sir Mithros. A witch? Impossible. What of the other palace intruders? We've managed to apprehend some of them, but we can't get to everyone with that beast taking us out. That damned Mithros, still a pain, even after death. Is Sir Mithros an ally, or was he not an ally? I don't know. I want to know, though. I really do. What did you do to Sir Mithros? Did you not hear me, girl? He's dead, killed by my hand. Huh? But why? He was helpful at first. We worked together to achieve our own personal goals. He eyes me cautiously. He wanted you, princess. If Sir Mithros was a witch, that would explain why he still remembered me. Why did he want me? Who knows? It doesn't matter anymore. I gave him my knights to assist him in his search when the witches could not, but in the end, that fool was too power-hungry. You never entered into my plans. You would have been safe, princess, had you just stayed put. But now that you're here, you'll come in handy. Alcaster turns back to the knights, who immediately burst into explanation once more. The beast is moving quickly. We don't know how much longer we can keep it from this room. There's a beast in the palace, and it's Sir Mithros doing? I'm so confused. Oh, Elly, me too. And what about the others? Are they okay? Let me go, Alcaster. You are not going anywhere. It sounds like some of your friends are very persistent. They'll be coming for you, and when they get here, I will kill them. You, princess, are going to make excellent bait. You know, I like this turn of events. Kind of amusing. You, tell me what all of this is. Varg looks unmoved by Alcaster's anger. It is Mithros that summoned this beast, is it not? Then you must know what is happening. You're asking me, of all people? Ha! As if I would be able to answer any of your questions. You. Uh-oh. I just heard the beast. Varg! It doesn't matter how many times you say my name, Alcaster. I won't have any answers for you. Sir Alcaster turns to me, his eyes manic. Whether this is Mithros magic or magic belonging to one of your friends, I'm not going to let it live. Could Delora create a beast out of thin air? I don't know. Delora doesn't seem like she would conjure a beast to kill people. Sir Alcaster draws his sword from his sheath and curses under his breath. I squirm, desperate to find some kind of break in my restraints. Varg surprises me, however, by reaching down and cutting ropes, binding my arms with a sword that I recognize. You have my sword! I stand up as quickly as I can and manage to grab the sword from him. I'm confused. That was too easy. I eye Varg warily as his mouth twists into a smirk. What are you doing? Why are you helping me? Help? All I did was cut some ropes. Besides, I'm curious to see what you'll do with that toothpick of a sword. He talks like he doesn't care at all what happens. Don't think about it too much, princess. It's probably a little too much for your small head. I swing my sword towards him and Varg catches it with his cane. You really think that I'm the one you should be fighting? The door creaks and falls off its hinges. The knights stumble back and I hear screaming as loud footsteps sound against the hall's tiles. Oh, here we go. The beast is here. So what will you do? Run? Hide? Or will the beast kill you too? Oh, that's scary. My eyes focus on a large figure entering the room. Though I cannot make out specifics at first, the form grows more distinct the further it moves into the room. Whatever this is, I cannot fight it. There is a moment of eerie silence, and then Alcaster yells, and the knights rush forward, attacking the beast as a collective. The beast throws him off with surprising nimbleness, his rage in every swipe. I dodge away just before a man's body falls on top of me. Uh-oh. Over here, beast! Sir Alcaster rushes at the beast. Do it, Gaston! Just kidding. No. You must fall. I'm finally managed to get a clear line of sight to the king, who is still bound and helpless on the throne. The king! I have to get him out of here. I run towards the throne, but someone stops me dead in my tracks. Saving the king really shouldn't be a priority right now. I grit my teeth and swing my sword at Varg, but he easily darts away from me. I would be watching my back. Oh boy. It is then that I notice the beast slowly making its way toward me. Why would it be after me? Either I stay here and fend it off, or... Alcaster catches the beast with the broadsword of his sword, and the two are focused once more on each other. I glance urgently at the king, then at the doors. The beast moves again, and I realize that it is once more heading towards me. There's no way I can help the king in all of this mess. I need help. I have to find the others. Hopefully, Alcaster will keep this beast busy long enough for me to get them. I turn and bolt through the room, weaving my way through the chaos of knights as I head toward the door. I glance over my shoulder one last time at the king. His eyes are trained on the battle before him. His hands grip the arms of his throne, but there's nothing he can do. I'm so sorry. I'll be right back. But for now, I have to find the others. I dart past the carnage in the room, stepping over and around bodies as I appear. Halfway to the door, the beast lunges past Sir Alcaster, and for a few moments, I think he might be attacking me. Stay back! I hold my sword out in front of me and stand in a defensive position like Klaude taught me, but the beast never reaches me. You've ruined everything, beast. Alcaster is suddenly in front of me, waving his sword at the beast. I stumble back towards the door, my heart beating loudly in my chest. Wait a minute, he jumped between the beast and Elly? Is he trying to protect her? But, oh man, I'm just so confused here. I have to get out of here. Oh no! Hey! Hey! Chapter 10? What the hell is... What? No. Aw, man. Is it really over? Chapter 9's done already? After that? I have to say, I'm a little disappointed. I don't know if you could tell when I screamed out loud. So, yeah, okay, fine, there's a beast here. We're running for our lives. Apparently we're running for our lives. I think it's Klaude, though. My suspicions will definitely turn out to be true. I know, I can definitely tell. That's probably what makes Klaude so hostile. The beast inside of him. Well then, everyone, things are getting really tense, so I'm hoping you're enjoying yourself, because in the next episode, we'll be seeing how this rescue mission unfolds. So everyone, if you've been enjoying what you've been watching, then go ahead and click that subscribe button and click the notification bell to be notified of when the next chapter comes out. And of course, if you're really enjoying yourself here and you want to support the channel, then go ahead and click the links in the description to do just that. Otherwise, I'll see you all in chapter 10. Have yourselves a great day.